Mazel, morons. Welcome back to the Good Guys podcast.
Josh, let me tell you something, okay? I know we saved What Are You Nuts for the end. I have a story. This is completely nuts. To me, it's completely nuts. Hopefully, you'll feel it's completely nuts, too. I flew recently. I did a day trip for work to Florida, and I got blessed, okay? I was sitting in coach. Is there any better feeling in the whole world, by the way, than getting your own row in coach? Own row. I think it's better than first class. I'm just saying, because first class you had to pay for.
Right.
This, you didn't pay for, and all of a sudden you're sitting. You could lay down if you want. All of a sudden you have a lay flat on a flight to Florida. Just saying, I have my own row. I moved to the middle seat because if you have your own row, now you have room on your left, you have room on your right. I'm sitting in the middle. Flight lands, Josh. Flight lands. All of a sudden, somebody runs from the front of the seat, front of the plane. I guess they're trying to get to the back of the plane to get their bags. Runs, sits right next to me. Okay? Runs in, sits right next to me. He's sitting to my left. I'm sitting in the middle. All of a sudden, Josh, they're leaving. I'm thinking to myself, is this guy going to get up? He looked over to me. He's like, do you need to leave my bags in the back of the flight? So I'm just waiting for the plane to clear. But did I want to fucking leave? What are you, nuts? What do you mean, did I want to leave? You came and you blocked me from leaving. Did I want to leave the flight? No, I wanted to sit with you, Joe, my new bestie, and wait for everybody to leave so you could get your bag Are you crazy?
Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine, it's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys, we're just the good guys. Whoa.
The moral of the story is people are fucking insane. They are so selfish and nuts. And I just wanted to share that story with you.
Here's my one counter nuts to your nuts. And let me ask you. And I agree with you.
Yeah. Counter nuts to me.
Sounds kosher.
Counter nuts to me.
You've landed. You've
Yes.
had an entire row. The whole
Yes.
flight.
Yes.
You don't get in the aisle seat ready to get the hell out of there. You're at the window seat once landed.
You're right. I had no time, though. Let me tell you, he was like an Olympic sprinter.
I get that.
Like before I could even look, like the plane, I'm in coach. I'm not one of those people in row 23 who stands up and hits their head the second you land, because let me tell you, it's going to be 20 minutes. They're
Smart.
They're undoing first class. I'm not standing up immediately. I'm sitting until 5 rows in front of me has started to clear. Then I'll do one of the awkward crouches so I don't hit my head. I'll take my backpack. I have nothing ever in the overhead bin. So no, he sneak attacked me.
I get it.
I didn't see him coming. I couldn't believe it. And then when he sat down, I wasn't going to say, hey, buddy, what the hell? Because I was thinking to myself, you had your own row the whole time.
Sure.
I don't really know what he's doing, but it's fine. It's no big deal. We're all going to get off the plane at the same time anyways. Boy, was I wrong.
Wow. It's a lot to think about. I understand that frustration. I understand that in general, people are frustrating and disappointing and beautiful and, makes my soul sing. But yeah, for the most part, people are like wildly frustrating. And that's why, like, I just have to let it go, baby. I got to channel some Elsa and I got to let it go. I've realized as an adult, and you can tell me if this is the case for you, how little I should be interfering with anyone's existence in any way ever, even people I like, because adults ain't changing.
Yeah. And it's so hard because we're similar in this. We're presented with a problem and we want to solve it. We've spoken about this at length. Sometimes people want to present you with problems and they don't want it to be solved. That would be like my wife. Like, she just wants me to hear her. She doesn't want me to solve her problems. I get that. A friend will bring me a problem. I can solve your problem. I will tell you exactly what to do. And let me tell you, Josh, they don't want to do it. They have the problem because they don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything about it. And so I think that we should stop trying to change people. I think that we should stop trying to help people that don't want our help. Of course, if you want help, let me know. I would love to help you. But yeah, I don't think that we should change people.
But
I think we should stop trying to do that.
do you also think like we have a loving relationship, whether or not we were also business partners or not? And we both, in a great way, have inspired each other's growth in our own ways because of me telling you, like, Ben, I need something a little different from you. And you saying, conversely, Josh, I need something different from you. And I think we've both risen to the occasion and done a great job of that. But do you think we would have done it if we weren't financially enmeshed? Would the incentive be there?
I think so. Because I have this with, like, my closest friends do want to hear me. And I do want to hear them when they have a problem.
Yeah.
It seems to be like those fringe people that love to come to you and tell you about their problems. And then when you're ready to solve them, all of a sudden they don't want to do anything about them. It's hard because I'm speaking in generalizations, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. Like that person that comes to you, they have a career problem. They have a career problem probably because what they're trying to do just doesn't fit their skill set. Just because you want to be an astronaut, it doesn't matter. You're not a good astronaut. Okay? You're not. I see this all the time with sports. These idiots. Guys love sports. Okay, what are you, 7? No, grow up and get a real fucking job. Not everybody's going to be in sports entertainment. Not everybody's going to be an agent. I'm sorry you couldn't chalk it up as an NBA player, so now you want to be around the sport? No, go get a real fucking job with things that you have a skill set. Everybody has a skill set. So I'm going to see you as I'm a third party. I'm looking at you, Josh. I'm like, I see your skills. You would be great here. And I'm only giving you this advice because you fucking asked me.
Right.
I didn't come to you unsolicited and say you should fucking throw away your whole life and not be a sports agent. You came to me with a problem. And then you don't like what I have to tell you? What are we doing here?
But I think it's the power of not being emotionally invested. It's like whenever I finish an audition, and if I don't feel like it went great, I will invariably, something that was troubling me while doing it will become clear the moment it doesn't matter anymore. And it's maddening. It's like on the drive home, I'm like, that's how I should have done it. And it always, because I'm not caught up in all the extra crap. It's funny. The other day, a dear friend of mine was telling me he's divorced and he's got 2 kids who are like, older, like pre-teens, tweens, as they say in the biz. And basically his kids sort of, they relayed to him. They were like, Dad, you're really the fun one. Like, you're the one to have fun with. And Mom's like the one that we can go to when we need like our emotions met. Like emotionally, like Mom's so there for us and you're so fun. And it devastated my boy because he's a sweetie,
tough.
softy like me. And that's real. And I don't mean to take anything away from how he felt. But what I said to him, I'm like, me as an unemotional observer of what you just said, all I'm seeing is that your kids have 2 great parents who are satisfying all their needs in what they are great at. Right? Like what I'm seeing is kids who are getting their needs met by ideally parenting is a 2-person job if possible. And you and your wife are satisfying that. So it's like both things can be true. I understand him being hurt because he would love some of the emotional piece too. But me unemotionally can look at it and be like, kind of sounds like your kids are getting everything they need, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. 100%. And in that specific scenario, it's difficult not to be emotionally attached to it. But in the scenario of helping a third party, yeah, it's really, really important not to let it bother you. It's really important not to let everyday things get under your skin. It's even more important. I've been thinking about this a lot recently. We choose to get angry. It's a choice. We choose to love. We choose to feel. We choose to, it's all, this is like, it's very deep. I'm coming at you very deep, okay?
Yeah.
But but it's all a choice. And if we don't want to, like on the, and I know that you could say, oh, this would be a sociopathic tendency. And I'm not saying, I'm just providing this as an example. You see somebody, they just got hit by a car, okay? I'm going to feel an emotional response, but there's actually a choice mentally to say, I don't want to feel an emotional response. Now, that's a bad thing. You should be emotionally intelligent enough to have a normal response to seeing somebody hit by a car. But if we take that all the way into our normal life, where you got off the phone with somebody and they bothered you, or a person sat next to you when they weren't sitting next to you the entire flight, you don't have to get angry at anything. And the only person that you're hurting is yourself. Now, I love it for comedic purposes, right? Like, what are you nuts, looking around the city and finding things that are wrong with everyone? But it's a choice. And I think that if I didn't use it as levity and comedy, I would be a far happier person if I didn't look for things wrong constantly. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. I mean, I think it's a tall order that most people are incapable of. And I think like it's that Eckhart Tolle book, The Power of Now, where he goes, you are not your thoughts. Like, absolutely. Like we are a separated being, because we're able to look at our thoughts and the shit that goes on with us and go like, oh, I need help. I need therapy. I need something. Cause like, God, my head keeps getting me into scenarios that I can't get out of. So clearly there's a separation. Like, we are not our thoughts. But almost everyone is. And especially the people who are not doing any inner healing and inner work, like they are purely defined and directed by that adrenal cortisol charge. And that's why I'm very careful. I'm trying to stay away from things that adrenalize me, like X, right? Like going to Twitter, or every time you pick up your phone, every pickup is an adrenaline hit. It's like, ooh, I got my hit. You know, and I have to be very careful of that, or political talk, or all these things. And you're right. The gift is that you actually don't have to have an opinion on it. It's what kills me about, look, say what you want about any of the people who are incredibly active politically and socially, who are actors, right? I'll tell you this. There was no time in the mid-2000s when Mark Ruffalo was having his historic run as an actor and setting himself up to be one of our great actors of our generation, which he truly is. There was no time while watching all his fabulous movies where I went, but I wonder what he thinks about the climate. Like, never. Yeah. I've never thought that about any big actor who's also extremely political and opinionated. So I think like, people feel as though they must have an opinion on everything. And I'm actually not sure that's true.
No, people need to have opinions on significantly less. This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by our friends at Shopify, folks. Shopify is the best place to start and grow a business. I use Shopify for Sprit Society. We use it for our merch. Claudia uses it for her merch. Anybody who's selling anything online really is using Shopify, because Shopify is so easy. You can build a website. You can manage all of your backend. You can manage inventory. It makes it so easy. And with their AI technology, my God, AI is taking over the world, and thank God, because their AI wizard is so absolutely fantastic. It's wizardry. It's freaking amazing. And let me tell you, it has been a game changer since we started using Shopify. And I highly recommend that whether it's a side hustle, whether it's a storefront, whether it's selling something locally, whether it's selling something globally, Shopify is for you. It takes away all of the guesswork, and it lets you start the business that you've been thinking about. Stop thinking and start doing. We've all experienced the hassle of juggling too many logins across so many platforms, but that's where Shopify shines. Everything is conveniently managed in one platform. Whether you're heading to set or on your way to pick up your kids from school, you can always be checking on how your sales are performing. And the best part is the apps. You add a Shopify app in. Let's say Okendo. Okendo is great for reviews. You literally put it into your app, you put it into your website, it shows up in Shopify apps, and you can manage it all from Shopify. It's not like having 1,000 different apps in 1,000 different places. It all happens within Shopify. You log in, you manage your apps. It's absolutely fantastic. You don't need a web engineer. You don't need a web designer. You don't need a web engineer. Shopify has thousands of templates for you to choose from, so you're guaranteed to find something that fits your business aesthetic. So folks, if you're ready to take the next step in your life, whether it's the sweetest merch you've ever seen or your novel you spent years writing, or maybe just something in between, go to shopify.com/goodguys and make it happen today. Stop saying I will and start saying today. It doesn't matter where you're at in your entrepreneurial journey. Shopify is there to make your life and selling journey easier. So folks, go to shopify.com/goodguys to sign up today. Shopify.com/goodguys, and stop saying one day and start saying today. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Hims. Folks, if something's been off in the bedroom, you're not the only one. A lot of guys wait longer than they need to take action. The difference now, getting real treatment is simple, and through Hims, it's 100% online. Hims connects you with licensed healthcare providers online, giving you simple access to legitimate ED treatment options from home. No awkward appointments, no pharmacy lines, no nothing bad. Just complete a simple online intake, and a provider will review your information to determine if treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your treatment ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. That includes sildenafil, also known as generic for Viagra, available through Hims at up to 95% less than the brand name version. And if that option isn't right for you, there are additional treatment options available, so you can find what works best for your body. It's straightforward, transparent, and designed to make getting care feel easy. So folks, to get simple online access to personalized, affordable care for ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/goodguys. That's HIMS.com/goodguys for your free online visit. hims.com/goodguys. Prescription required. See website for details and important safety information. Sildenafil is the generic version of Viagra. Viagra is a registered trademark of Viatris Specialty LLC. Hims is not affiliated with or endorsed by Viatris. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Hexclad. Folks, spring cleaning is here, and before you pretend your kitchen is fine, take a look at the pan you've been using since college. If it's warped, burnt, or smells like regret, it's time to switch. And let me tell you, folks, spring cleaning isn't just for closets. It's for getting rid of the cookware that actively works against you. If your pan makes cooking harder instead of easier, that's not user error, that's bad cookware. Hexclad is built for guys who want real results without overcomplicating the process. I love my Hexclad pans. They're so easy to clean. Honestly, you turn up the heat, they stay totally fine. Some of these pans, you turn up the heat and all of a sudden they burn to rubble. Hexclad completely changed the game by combining the performance of stainless steel with the convenience of non-stick all in one pan. Most cookware forces you to choose great performance or easy cleanup. Just like I said, Hexclad gives you both. Old non-stick pans scratch, peel, and wear out fast, and the heat distribution is just terrible. Stainless steel works great, but the cleanup can be absolutely brutal. Hexclad has combined the best of both worlds like Hannah Montana, and let me tell you, they are absolutely fantastic. Some of the best pans I've ever used, and you know, as a Ben Sopper celebrity chef over here, okay, I use a lot of pans. I try a lot of products, and Hexclad's products are absolutely fantastic. And it's not just me. With over 1 million customers and over 50,000 five-star reviews, the secret is out. There's a reason Gordon Ramsay uses Hexclad at home and in his restaurants, and he's the toughest critic on the planet, besides me. All Hexclad products come with a lifetime warranty. It's literally the last set of pots and pans you'll ever need. So folks, don't go through another spring using the same busted pans you should have thrown out years ago. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off your order with our link. Just head to hexclad.com/goodguys. Support our show and check them out at Hexclad, HEXCLAD.com/goodguys. Make sure to let them know we sent you. Spring clean your kitchen the smart way with Hexclad.
I do look up to people who are like, can really enjoy a cafe moment, like 3 hours sipping on a coffee, reading a book. And I'm like, oh, I wish I could do more of that, but I can't.
That's the best person. Sorry, to clarify my statement. If you don't like to work, but don't want to work, I love that for you. You're comfortable not working or doing or making whatever amount of money that you're making. You're so comfortable. Again, coffee shop, 3 hours a day. You're doing your own thing. The birds chirping. Great. I'm talking about the person who talks about how much they want to work and really they don't want to work.
I got to wake up to pish at night. And you know what? I've cut myself off from liquids at 6 p.m. So I'm getting real nervous about good old prostate. What are your thoughts?
I'm peeing a lot, Josh. I
You're
pee a lot in
pishing.
the night.
We're
I pee a
pishing.
lot. I pee a lot in the night. I'm also
Damn, that sounds like your rap album. I pee a lot in the night.
A lot in the night.
My shit is top flight.
I gave my wife a fright.
Let a little toot go. Give my wife a fright when I piss at night. Wow, that'd be good.
I think that my sleep cycle hasn't fully gotten back to where it was. And I don't know if it will ever get back to pre-Ruby, but like I need way less sleep, but I now sleep. I'm having trouble connecting cycles. I feel like a newborn. I'll sleep for 3 hours. I'll wake up to pee. I don't even know if I had to pee, but I'll wake up to pee. I'll go back. I'll sleep for another 3 hours. I haven't slept except for if I take like an L-theanine or a magnesium, which does help sometimes until all of a sudden it doesn't. I don't know what that is. You take 5 magnesium 5 nights or you take 1 magnesium 5 nights in a row. By the 6th night, my thoughts are racing more than they were the night that I took them, that I didn't take them.
Word up.
But I digress. I'm in cycles. So last night I slept from 10 to 1, 1:30 to 4:30, 5 to 7. I don't know why. I can't connect them. And I feel fine. I think I'd feel better if they were connected.
Sure.
But I pop up. You?
I got to get up to pish. I think, I like to think, I like to have a think. I like to go through all the things bad that could happen one day and sort of troubleshoot that for a nice 90 minutes. And then I wake up.
Why does that happen? Why, when we finally lay our head down on the pillow at night after such a long day, do we think about the worst possible outcomes?
I think it's a level of, they say when you're kids, and you'll find this with Ruby, your kids usually right before they fall asleep will start to babble and they'll start to talk crazy. And what they're saying, not true babbling, but like all of like the most kiddie thoughts will come out. And a lot of times you can chalk it up to like, oh, he doesn't want to go to bed. He's elongating going to sleep so that he can, stay up as long as possible. What they say is actually kids go into this zone is like the natural melatonin is coming over them, that they feel so safe that like the filter that they have on their thoughts just is removed. And they just start to kind of talk and just like let them, right? Because it's like these cute, hilarious thoughts that come out before they go to bed. And I think like that filter is removed, and sometimes that onslaught, we're also constantly distracting ourselves throughout the day, right? I could think about this, but coffee. I could think about this, but I got to get on this call. I could think about this, but I got to run to the grocery store. So when we're finally laying there, there's nothing between you and it. And I go, hi, it.
Hi, it. Can you go away?
Josh, what are you doing here?
You ready for the biggest what are you nuts? I told you how warm I am. I'm sweating.
Yeah.
This pillow behind my back.
Saturated.
Oh my God. This is like a blanket. Like it is so, oh my God, I'm so much cooler. I was literally like laying on like a polar bear.
Yeah,
that was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
it was so heavy.
It looked like crepe skin.
It was too soft. Wow, I feel so much better.
I was laughing thinking about you last week too, because I obviously, as anyone who knows anything, I am the dugout dad for my son's little league team. And recently at a practice, it was during the game, I was back there, and I try not to say anything to the kids because I'm not their parent, but other times, little league I have found at this age is fucking awful, right? Because you either are the coach or you're not. Right. And part of the coach is managing personalities. And I don't care if they're 7. And so like, you don't really want to talk to someone else's kid. But eventually, like when they get to a certain age, the coach absolutely has the power to be like, hey, you're not focusing. Go run a lap. Right. Or like go do something. But I try not to be that guy, except the other day, I did have to turn to all the kids and go, guys, stop calling each other gay. We don't talk like that. And then I realized all you and I do is call each other gay. So I am not walking the walk.
No, but that's the same thing. You'll tell a kid not to curse, and then they curse, and then we curse. Like I think you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, it could be.
I think you're doing the right thing. You don't have to walk the walk with kids. Sometimes you can't do it because you're a fucking kid, right? Like that's why you can't do it. It doesn't look good on you, especially if you're doing it in front of adults. If you want to do it, Like you and your friend, you want to say crazy shit to each other, no problem. But you have to, I think it's important to learn when you're young that there's a place and time for things. And certainly doing it in front of your elders, ain't it?
Yeah, like Max and I, we like to watch on YouTube Jackass compilations. And I'm like, this is living, isn't it, Max? He's like, it sure is. And obviously, like, I'm not going to show him any of the gross or insane stuff, but like just more of the silly things and or more the stunts. Like he likes, when someone gets shot out of a blob or off of a rocket into a lake. And but obviously they talk a little crazy, and I go, Max, they're using some crazy words, right? And he goes, yeah. And I go, and we don't say that, right? And he goes, yeah. And I go, found it. And we do.
Yeah.
I go,
but that's
renegades, mount up.
At what point, Josh, when kids are this age, their parents are still, I would say a lot of them are forcing them to do this, right?
Yes.
Like, do you experience a lot of that? Like you have kids that are in your dugout that do not want to be there. And I ask the question, then why are they there? How far or how long as a parent do you push a sport on a kid until you realize maybe they just don't like this sport? Like I went to my niece's soccer game and there was a girl sitting in the middle of the soccer field. They're playing. She's on a team. She was just sitting there. Like she didn't want to play. She's in the game. She's just sitting there. And I was thinking to myself, like, maybe she really just like, maybe soccer's just like not for her. Like there are other sports. I guess one could say that they don't know what they want yet, but do you see that? And what do you think?
I agree with you. I just think there's a level of acceptability to behavior, right? And like Paige, my wife, who comes from a sports family, always, sort of has had the feeling of like, if you have an interest and you want to try it, great, but you've made a commitment to at least see out the season. That
sure,
not only you've committed to a team, right? So it's important you show up for your other teammates, but also we paid for it. So like, if it doesn't mean you have to play baseball for 10 years because you hate it, but you have to play it for the next 6 weeks because you committed to trying something. And then if you are the kid who's going to sit in the field, then that's not okay either. Like, and it doesn't mean you have to go be some crazy attacker and turn into something you're not, but like, okay, like then root on your team from the bench and help the coach. Like, yeah. Let's find something you're comfortable with or that you can at least get by on. But no, sitting on the field ain't it. How much do you love the phone calls for the NFL draft?
Unbelievable.
These
unbelievable.
clips?
There's nothing better. The only thing better is when you get a surprise visit to a troop from a troop who coming home. Okay, the 5-year-old whose dad is deployed and he doesn't know that his dad's coming home and he comes home. That's the only thing that's better than, a life-changing phone call on video.
I love it. Can you imagine Ruby's there and they're like, your father was deployed to the deli. He just got back. I'm coming home. You got 2 bags.
I have Russian dressing drenched on my shirt.
Second, I'm a new deli.
I have a deli bag of pickles.
Swiss cheese coming up your elbow. Tell the world that I'm coming home, and I'm schwitzing.
Oh.
I love. Okay, so recently,
I know hang on. I know it's Diddy, so we can't love that song. Oh, is that an amazing song? Oh my God. Sorry, separate the artist from the art. I'm Coming Home is the greatest song ever.
Diddy?
It's Diddy.
Which one?
I'm coming home.
That's a P. Diddy
Tell
song?
the world. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
But away. But where's the rapping?
He go dun 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 back where I belong.
Okay, all right. I'll believe
Coming
you.
home, P. Diddy. Yep, P. Diddy and Skylar Grey. Coming home.
Shout out. Okay, respect.
Look, great song.
Yeah. Listen, you can't combat the hits. The
You can't.
the NFL draft videos, and for anyone who doesn't know, it's like obviously there's a draft and all the teams are picking their players, and so usually the players are sitting waiting, surrounded by family, and they're being recorded. And recently, the one that got me was this player's waiting, and he went a little late in the draft, and he picks up his phone, and I'm like, this is so me. He goes, "Damn, coach, what took you so long?" And I'm like, "It me." And then God, so sweet as pie. I'm so darn happy for this kid. Like he goes like, and he's like half cried. He's like, "I really appreciate it, coach." And I'm like, oh, I just want to, oh God, I want to give him a kiss on his forehead and tell him he's the absolute best.
I'm now realizing that I think the greatest job in the world is to be a coach and be able to make that phone call.
Yeah.
How amazing is that to be able to make those calls? It's not like your everyday, I guess it's sort of equivalent of an agent calling a movie star that they booked their movie. But it's even more than that. Like one time in your life, you are going to be drafted to the NFL.
Right.
That's it. It's not another job. It's not a recruitment. This is it. And you have the ability, you are changing lives. You are typically taking someone who, I don't know, definitely needed money and handing them fucking generational money. It's like the whole package of it is so crazy to think about. And the person being able to deliver those calls, it
wouldn't be good for me because like I would have, because it's an unknown number. So the way I answer unknown numbers is like this. Hello.
Yeah. I don't answer them at all. I would have missed it.
Yeah.
Ben, we tried to draft you. You kept sending us to voicemail.
You're like,
sorry.
I never liked the draft, right?
Yeah.
It's a little too chilly for me. But yeah, I would have been like
DC area code. I thought you were the IRS.
Yeah. Should we get to a weird story?
Yes, we should.
I agree. I really agree as well. Doctors separate fact from fiction on cold plunges and red light therapy. This is from the Post.
Oh no! I love my cold plunging.
The internet is jam-packed with millions of these trends that are promising you a healthier, younger, and more energized life. Well, to find out, the team at Fox and Friends traveled to downtown New York City to experience popular treatments firsthand. Okay, get on with it, Post.
Vamonos.
Let's do this. Okay. Fox News senior medical analyst Dr. Mark Siegel clarified that the devices in red light therapy use LED light, which is close to infrared light, but remains visible and safer than sunlight. Consistent use can promote healing of the skin and more collagen. All right, so Dr. Siegel says red light therapy is lit.
Cool.
Well, Adam Klotz started in 190-degree Fahrenheit sauna for 15 to 20 minutes and then went into a 45-degree ice bath. And he said he felt a rush. And wow, this is...
He said he felt a rush.
What a disappointing article. Like, how inconclusive can one be? I mean, this is what you want credit for, Post? This is what you're threatening us over? Wow, really hard-hitting. Pass the Pulitzer. You know what I mean? You fucking break. No, shout out the Post. We love you.
Oh my God, I'm cracking up. This episode of the Good Guys Podcast is brought to you by our friends at First Day. Folks, you ever just get that feeling you wake up in the morning and you feel a little bit stressed, or maybe something just feels a little bit off? Maybe you don't know. You're like, I just don't feel right, but I don't know what's wrong. And then you start to realize, maybe I'm a little low in energy. Maybe I'm getting some mood swings. Maybe I feel run down. And then you start to think of why that is, right? Why am I feeling these things? And hopefully you come to the realization that it means that there are gaps in your nutrition and you need to find an amazing brand like First Day, because First Day is a multivitamin that has no added sugars, no artificial dyes, nothing unnecessary. They're super transparent about all of their ingredients, and everything is tested for 200 plus toxins and has the Clean Label Purity Award. They don't do one size fits all, folks. They do not do one size fits all. Whether you are a toddler, teen, adult, kid, they make different formulas for different stages of life, which is huge. Yeah, I mean, my child shouldn't have the same multivitamin as me. I shouldn't have the same multivitamin as my kids. No, they're tailored to your life stage and you can grow with them. It completely takes the guesswork out of what is wrong. Your nutritional gaps are being filled by this multivitamin. If you're feeling off, if you're not feeling 100%, I highly recommend trying First Day because it could be covering something that maybe you were missing. And it's just 2 gummies a day, super easy to stay consistent, and that makes a huge difference. If it's difficult, if it doesn't taste good, you don't want it. These taste great, just 2 gummies a day, super easy. And over 1 million families use First Day, and they have such a wonderful 45-day back guarantee just in case you don't like it. And for a limited time, our listeners are getting an insane deal. If you use code GOODGUYS, you ready for this? You get up to 57% off at firstday.com. That's up to 57% off and a free gift with code GOODGUYS at firstday.com. After you purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that Good Guys sent you. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Kachava. Folks, a part of my morning routine that I never discuss is that I need to walk outside immediately and take in that sunshine. Sure, I'm having my greens. Sure, I'm having my coffee. I love drinking water in the morning. Let me tell you, if I don't get sun, my day is ruined. So the second the sun starts to peek out, I walk my ass over, or maybe I walk downstairs. And let me tell you, even just a window open, peeking my head out at the sun like I'm a dog with its head out the window is the perfect way to start my day. The other way that I start my day, which is equally as important to me, is with Kachava, because Kachava helps my energy, digestion, strength, metabolism, cognition, and immunity. All the nutrition your body craves in one deliciously simple shake packed to go. Just one packet provides complete nutrition ready for life on the go with protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, greens, probiotics, omegas, electrolytes, and so much more. There are 6 delicious fan favorite flavors. You ready for this? Chocolate, vanilla, chai, matcha, coconut, acai, and strawberry. I love the strawberry. It's absolutely delicious. And Kachava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense, no artificial colors or sweeteners, non-GMO, no soy, no animal products, no gluten, and no preservatives. Nothing bad at all. So folks, take your daily ritual with you. Go to kachava.com and use code GOODGUYS for 15% off your first order. That's Kachava, KACHAVA.com, promo code GOODGUYS. This episode of the Good Guys podcast is brought to you by our friends at Mazel. Folks, you know Mazel. You know that over-the-counter medicine with the cute little owl that helps you relieve allergies for 24 hours. Folks, Mazel Allergy 24-hour relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake up refreshed for a productive next day. There's nothing worse than having allergy flare-ups, okay? But taking Mazel at night so you can get symptom relief and wake up feeling refreshed is the future. Mazel starts working in as little as 45 minutes and is clinically proven to relieve allergy symptoms for 24 hours. Mazel relieves allergy symptoms including sneezing, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat for 24 hours. The itch is the worst. Oh my God, those itchy eyes, that itchy throat. Literally, my wife looking at me as I'm clearing my throat. She's like, why don't you take Mazel? I'm like, I should. You're absolutely right. Plus, it provides 24-hour prescription strength relief from outdoor allergens such as pollen, ragweed, grass, and trees. I'm always around ragweed. You know, I need protection from ragweed, and so do you. Folks, Mazel Allergy 24-hour relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake up feeling refreshed for a productive next day. There's nothing worse than having allergy flare-ups, okay? Folks, be Mazel. Take Mazel at night.
I'm sure this was big news in your home that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni lawsuit was settled.
Oh, no, I didn't even hear.
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni each earned no money in their lawsuit settlement, which was just 2 weeks before it was set to go to trial. Lively brought in a new law firm, Susan Goffrey, to defend her shortly before the It Ends With Us co-star settled
Her name is Susan?
Yeah, that upset me too.
Susan, go change your name. Susan.
You think they messed up in the in the typing of this?
I hope so. If her name is Susan, sounds like a Dr. Seuss character. Continue. Nobody made any money.
Both Lively and Baldoni's legal teams made $60 million combined to sue and countersue one another, sources told Page Six. But yeah, I guess it's over. There's no money exchanged, and they're not going to go to trial, and that's the end.
So dumb.
It ends with that, doesn't it?
It ends with that,
yeah,
doesn't it? That's really stupid. All of it's really stupid.
Oof.
And I blame the fans. The fans cared too much.
You think?
And yeah, I think so. I blame them too, obviously. But do you think they're like, how upset are they? I guess they're happy in the end that it's over. But the amount of time, energy, stress, oh my God, to end in nothing. That's terrible. It's got to feel awful. And the money.
The money. I mean, 60 milli, if it's 30 each, 30 ain't a big dent in the Blake Lively fortune.
That's bad in the Baldoni fortune.
That hurts if you're a Baldoni.
That crushes him.
Yeah.
Crushes.
But you think he had a benefactor?
Probably.
Somebody
who hated them.
Allegedly.
I don't know who it is. Yeah, somebody who hated them for sure. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know who hates Ryan Reynolds. He owns Mint Mobile. Maybe it was Verizon. Maybe the head of Verizon. That's just gossip, people. I don't know that at all. That's
you don't know that at all.
Fabricated thing.
I'm
That's
so
not true.
I'm cutting
That's
that.
not true.
I am taking garden shears to that part of the podcast.
But by the way, pretty good call, right?
It's going to look like a ribbon cutting ceremony. No, I don't think there was a wireless cabal against Ryan Reynolds, you psycho.
It could be.
This podcast has been, this is a character piece. This podcast is a farce. And you just listened to a 49-minute monologue. Are we not good actors? This is all written. This is fiction. You listen to fiction.
You definitely listen to fiction.
Olivia, roll credits on this teleplay.
What's the actress's name who played Blair Waldorf in Gossip Girl? You think it was her?
Leighton Meester?
Yeah. She was funding to get back at Serena Vanderwoods, and you never know. I know, it's not true.
This is
fiction.
This is not true.
Should we do a Moron Mail?
Sure.
Speaking of fiction, I think you guys make all these up, and that's great. goodguyspodcast1@gmail.com.
Yeah.
They've been fantastic. This is unsolicited advice. Or she's asking about unsolicited advice.
Good.
Hi, good guys. How do you handle unsolicited parenting advice from your elders, aka grandparents? I'm 32, just recently had my first baby in February. My grandmother, 83, is ecstatic about her new role as great-grandmother. I'm her first grandchild, and I have a super close relationship with her compared to my siblings and younger cousins. So giving her first great-grandchild, it's the cherry on top, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the point. I work in a childcare setting with infants, so I feel like I have the upper hand most first-time parents due to my background, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, this is so long-winded. Obviously, raising your own child is vastly different than caring for other people's children. However, when I pick up my child or change her diaper when I'm around my grandma, she ends up saying that's too rough or that I needed to watch her neck when I'm far from harmful or making sure she's thoroughly clean. She's also praising me for doing the right thing of me providing my baby with breast milk or breastfeeding because she says it's a shame your mother couldn't be bothered to do that when you were a baby. Have you or your wives dealt with a similar sort of situation?
First of all, there's no right thing. Whatever your feeding journey is with your child, whether formula or breastfeeding, God bless you. Don't feel guilt about that.
Agreed.
Mothers who've just given birth go through enough stress. And I would say, sounds like grandma be grandma-ing. And you gotta accept.
I was gonna say, and you're lucky to have her though. Both things can be true. She can be giving you unsolicited advice that you're not here for. That said, you have a fucking great grandmother who's 83.
Right.
First of all, you guys popped them out quickly. God bless. But that's amazing. Like I can speak. It's not this. Josh doesn't have a dad. I haven't
Where'd
had.
that
I haven't
come
had,
from?
I haven't had grandparents since I don't know. I had one when I was 13. The rest either died before I was born or died when I was 7. I haven't had a grandparent in 21 years. Like, I would give anything for Ruby to have a grandma or a grandpa on my side. So, yeah. Or a great grandma, excuse me, in this situation.
Sure.
I was like, I have my parents. I was trying to work through that. I would give anything to have a grandma, is what I meant to say. That would be amazing. I love old people. They're great. I end up gravitating towards old people. If you're 83 and in my life, I love you. I love specifically older women. I love them.
Love
Do
them.
I love a cougar? No, that's too old for a cougar. And it's never a sexual thing. I just love old women.
Gilf. What's a hard cutoff? Like, do you think you could have a romantic interlude with let's start low. 55.
I think so. You?
Our producer in the booth, not Olivia, is like, yeah, bruh.
He's like, ratchet it up. All right.
55, 100. Are you kidding me?
Easy.
That's
Easy. That's child's play.
Today's 35. 65.
Probably. There are different types of 65-year-olds.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're starting to maybe want something else. If we're talking a sexual relationship, it's probably teetering. But an emotional relationship, you want to cuddle, you want to hang out, you want to go on vacation, you want to get dinner.
Please.
I think 65 is good. 65 is fine.
65 is ideal. And then especially if they're a dirty bird and they've still got it in them. Kidding me? First of all, you're eating at 5:30. Oh my God. Coffee at McDonald's, $1.90. You're getting the nice senior coffee. You're getting at the beginning where you really want to be there at the beginning of milestones. They're getting their first Social Security check. That's free government money, dog. They're on Medicare, so you don't have to put them on your insurance.
Where's your cutoff? Because it sounds like 65 is your prime.
Yeah.
So where is your cutoff?
You're a member of ARP.
85?
85 is older. Yeah, 85 is great. I'm trying to think if 75 is reasonable. Depends on the 75-year-old.
It depends on the 85-year-old.
No, it doesn't.
I don't think, actually.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, love is love, man, but I think you can find your way around it.
Oh my God. I just pictured you. You've left beach. You're with an 85-year-old woman.
Hell yeah.
It's just, it's so funny. Oh my God.
Should we do a poll really quick before we end this episode of the podcast?
I would love to.
Let's
What kind
do
of poll?
Let's do a quick game. Which,
Great.
speaking of geriatric canoodling, no, okay. Okay.
Oh, that would have been great. Speaking of geriatric canoodling.
What are the top 5 states that do the most canoodling? That's right. What are the top 5 states that have the most sexy time? Ben?
1, Nevada.
Interesting. Nevada. No, not Nevada. Actually, number 5. Actually, ding, ding, ding. Number 5, Nevada.
Are they counting sex workers? Because Nevada has to be 1.
I don't know. It says Las Vegas is built around nightlife and adult entertainment, high volume of short-term visitors, and party culture.
Okay, so it sounds like they are. Okay. All right, so I got one of them.
Nightlife and alcohol culture. Transient populations. I wish they had just cut off the zient part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Sure. Florida.
Wow. Ding, ding, ding. Number 3, Florida. Why? Party hubs like Miami. Tourism, spring break culture, warm climate encourages nightlife and social interaction.
And is this per capita, Josh? Does it say? Because otherwise I have to pick California because it's so big. But before I answer that, is it on average or is it the total sum of people? Or do we not know?
I don't know. It's just based on recurring survey trends from sources like CDC data on births, age, dating app usage, and lifestyle studies.
Okay. All right. Where are we? I'm going to go with California.
Number 1, California.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Massive population, huge dating pool. Cities like LA and San Francisco have active social dating cultures. What about Fresno? Warmer weather and more year-round socializing. Nothing like canoodling in Modesto. I got laid in Redding, making a bumper sticker.
Laid in Redding. All right, so we have Florida, we have Nevada, and we have California. I'm
1, 3, and 5.
3.
You're looking for 2 and 4.
Now that I know that it's population driven because of California, I think I have to say New York.
New York, number 2. Ding, 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 ding. Why? New York City is one of the most single dense cities in the world, having dating app usage and hookup culture, fast-paced lifestyle with lots of short-term relationships.
All right, and I would be very impressed with myself. I have a feeling that number 4 is Arizona.
Ah, man, what a
Shit!
disappointment you are. Where did that come from? Arizona? What are they getting nutty in Flagstaff?
Shit. I was thinking Scottsdale, the colleges, the kids.
Come on. You knew this. You sabotaged yourself. We're going to give you a mulligan on that one. Is that the right term? I don't play golf.
Sure. Okay, I
Come
know
on,
it. Then,
go with your instinct thus far. It's been right on. City centers, populations.
Texas,
number 4. Why? Rapid population growth with lots of young professionals, big social scenes in Austin, Dallas, and Houston, strong college town presence, and there's nothing like getting laid next to the Alamo. Sorry, I added that last part.
Now, what I want to know, eliminating the largest populations, who's fucking the most? And that I would find interesting, Josh. Who's getting down per capita? Because I feel like Arizona was a decent guess. I think Alabama. I think they'd be fucking in Alabama. A lot.
Let me check. Let's see. If you force it into a per capita lens, I don't like the word force when talking about canoodling.
No, never.
Okay, if you put it in a per capita lens, you're talking about Louisiana at number 2.
Okay.
New Orleans has an incredibly permissive party-forward culture, and it also has a permissive beignet culture, and I just want to stuff my face. And yeah, it's the same. Florida, New York, California, Texas, Nevada.
But Texas drops out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't see fucking for Texas.
Really?
Not like nearly as much as like I see in Arizona, I see in Alabama, I see Georgia, I don't know. I feel like those like
they're religious.
I don't know. I just don't look at Texas and think about the people in Texas having a ton of sex. But clearly I'm wrong. Clearly I'm wrong, Josh.
Wow.
That's the episode title. Texas be fucking.
I like that.
You know who else be fucking, Josh? People who give this episode 5 stars. If you're not giving this episode 5 stars, you're dry. Okay? Yuck. Ugh. Sometimes I disgust myself. This episode's 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Like me, listen to this episode wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube, but also watch us on Spotify, because let me tell you, the Spotify video, through the roof. It's a fantastic experience. You follow us on Spotify, it pops up automatically. You can listen, and then you can watch. Then you can listen, and then you watch. Mondays and Thursdays, folks, we will see you next time.